Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to style attribute, where we will learn how we can utilize text indent, word spacing, and character spacing in HTML. Okay, so for that, what we will do, I will explain you each and everything with a paragraph. So here you can see I am using the basic HTML code where we have just noted down one heading and one paragraph with some text. Okay, so these two things we are going to utilize for the demo purpose. So if I show you the code right now, like if I save it and refresh my page, you will see that we are just displaying one heading, which is HTML by texture, and also we are showing the paragraph tag, which is just to show what type of value we are storing here, like just the text. Okay, now for this session we are going to talk about the first thing, which is text indent. So why do we need text indent property of style attribute? So just assume a scenario, on a web browser you want to show the text with some indentation, then in that case you can utilize the text indent. Now one thing before we start the discussion, if you have not watched the previously published session, then I recommend you to go and check out those sessions first, because these entire, like, all the sessions in the playlist is in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow the sessions in a sequential manner, then it would be very easy for you to cover up the ongoing topic. Okay, and to grab it easily, because there are some prerequisites that everyone should know, like how, what is tag, how we are using it, right? So these all things you should be aware of. So I'm assuming that you know about the basics, and from here we are just going to talk about the style attribute properties, which is text indent. So let's see how it will work. So I'll just copy this p tag in order to save my time, and we will use the same tag in order to apply the style or attribute property where text indent. Okay, so to apply the text indent, you just need to write here in the opening tag style, then simply hit enter. Then here we can put text hyphen indent and enter. Now you can mention the pixels. For example, I want to go with 5 px. Okay, so after writing 5 px, you can save it and you can refresh your browser. So after the refresh, you will see that the text has been indented by 5 pixels. Okay, so you can see the difference. In the above line we were not using any kind of property, but for this line we are using the indent, which is 5 px. Okay, so let me go to the style attribute again to show you it more clearly. I will save it to 50 pixel, and after the refresh you will see now the text is coming with the indent of 50 pixels. Now the question is, why do we need this thing? So yeah, there are some scenarios where we are supposed to write everything in a proper manner. For example, there is a heading and we want to show it, the next thing as a subheading. So for that, maybe we can utilize this indent thing. And those who are developers, they know, like, there are some topics which needs the indentation. For example, if you are preparing a website where you are going to show the coding related stuff, and there if you want to show some text with a proper indentation, for example if else, if you are going to show the if else on web browser, then maybe you can utilize this indent. So it is up to you, like there are many requirements, so as per your need you can simply utilize this text indent property of style attribute. Clear? Now let's move to the next topic, which is letter spacing. So I'll simply copy the same paragraph again, and here we will use the letter spacing in the same way. Like firstly we need to specify the style attribute. So here I'll write style, and here we will use letter spacing. After writing letter spacing, it will ask for the pixels, like how many pixels indentation you need. Sorry, not indentation, spacing you need. So let's go with 5 px only. Okay, So it is not always fixed that you are supposed to take 5 pixels. It is up to you, like what value you want to take. Now I'll just simply save it, refresh my browser. So you can see with each character there is a 5 pixel space in between characters, right? You can check the entire list. To show it more clearly, let's change it to 50 pixels so that you can see it properly. So after a refresh, you can see now it is coming with a 50 pixel spacing. So now why do we need this thing? For example, if you are designing one website and there you want to show some text with proper, with a particular spacing, for example 8 space, okay, so what I can do, I can simply write this attribute and simply refresh it, so you can see it is coming like this. So maybe we can create a heading with this type of spacing, just to show you, just to show users the proper heading with the proper spacing. Okay, so whenever you want to maintain a proper spacing in between each character, then you can utilize this style attribute with the property letter spacing. Now like so far we have discussed two type of property, which is text indent as well as letter spacing. Now the next thing is word spacing. But before we start word spacing, let me tell you one thing. Like whenever you want to explore any new attribute, so this is just a recommendation from my end, like you can simply write here, uh, let me show you. So just simply go and write your property, which is letter spacing, and then it will suggest you some options here, possible values, right? So you can select and you can just give a try like how it is working. Okay, I think we have selected left instead of letter, so let me select it again, letter spacing. Yeah, so now you can see normal is there. Okay, so as per your requirement you can just give a try by adding, I think angular bracket is missing. Yeah, so let me remove this one, refresh the page. So by doing this, like for every attribute, not only for this attribute, whatever you are using, like whatever property you are using, you can simply try by using some options which is listed down in the list. Okay, otherwise it's better to go with a specific, because you are using, that means you need some proper spacing in between that, right? So accordingly, like you can simply mention as per your look and feel, like how you want to show it to the user. Clear? All right, now the next thing is word spacing. So let's copy it again and now we will paste it here. This time we will use word spacing. Same procedure we have to follow. In opening tag, just go with a style attribute. Here you can write word spacing hyphen spacing. Now you can specify the pixels. Let's go with 8 px only and just save your code. Go to the web browser, refresh your page. So you can see this time space is maintained, but in between the words, not in between the characters. You can see welcome, then 5 pixels, then 8 pixels, then 2, then again 8 pixels. So it is considering every word and at appending space of 8 pixels. So let's say we are appending 50 pixels. Just save it, refresh it. So now it is coming with a 50 pixels in each word. Okay, so this is the way through which we can provide proper spacing between the words whenever there is a need to show a word with a specific spacing. Okay, now these three topics are somewhere co-related. Why? Because in each of these topic or in each of these property we are maintaining the space. In indent we are maintaining the space only from the left side. In case of letter spacing we are maintaining the space in between the letters, and in case of word spacing we are maintaining the space in between the words. Okay, so that's why these are correlated topic, and sometimes like interviewer may ask you the question while you are preparing for the web development or maybe some stuff related to web. So they might ask you the question like what is the difference between the letter spacing, word spacing, and uh, text indent. So you can simply like that answer is in the question itself, like letter spacing, so which means it is maintaining space in between the letters. word spacing, it is maintaining the word space between the words. Okay, and for indent we know that when we want to show an indent from a particular pixels, then you can go with an indent. And to check out all those possible options, you can simply write here indent, and then it will show you all possible options. Otherwise we know that we have one option which is pixels, so you can simply pass 50 pixels or as per your requirement, and then you can show the output. Clear? So yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things, so thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.